say that this is going to be the year of authenticity. And it is not a dynamic that you or anyone else is going to be able to avoid. The tenets, the earmarks of the dynamics of metaphysics are absolutely correct when governed by consensus belief. Well, there's got to be a bunch of people believing it for it to really work.
So, those of us who are starting to step outside this consensus belief with our metaphysics, um,
What we would say in the dynamic of the year of authenticity, it's going to be any piece of yourself that keeps you from being authentic is going to come up and ask to be dealt with. And it's not really going to be a comfortable year. Let's put it that way. You know, if you were looking for roses and lilacs, you're not going to find them down this path this year. This year is really going to be one of shedding old beliefs, shedding old ways of being, shed with SHEDD, or well, you could have thought we were saying shitting, but and it would have been the same thing, but it's different. But it is that whole. But you're not going to be able. Well, you know, but in a way, it is like taking a dump. You are. It's these pieces. You know, you'll see. Your reality is going to demand authenticity from you. You know, in other words, you're not being allowed to, what shall we say, stick with the status quo. All of the old cobwebs are kind of being shaken loose in a way. And so, you know, these things that you have put off till the last minute in the dynamics of your realities, well, it is the last minute. And so do not be surprised that not just you guys, but the people that are reflected in your reality, or especially those that know nothing about this kind of stuff, they're going to have a great deal of difficulty. At least you have a dynamic of a foreknowledge. Now, the question is, do you allow yourself to emotionally react to in an old way? Or do you begin to operate along those lines where you don't automatically respond, automatically react to a certain dynamic, where you give it, where you're habitually beginning to say, wait, take a break, take a step back. Always look for this. If you're looking for authenticity, you're looking for objectivity. If you're looking for objectivity, you're looking for discernment. You know, these things all go together. If you are confused, it is better sometimes, unless it's an emergency situation, to not make a choice, to be able to try to not make the choice until you can step back from it and make the choice without the emotional, what shall we say, the emotional reaction, fight, flight, freeze,
fawn.
fawn. You know, that's the basic reactions from fear. So the question ultimately is there really anything to be afraid of? And probably not from our perspective anyway. Well, we'll tell you the future based upon where you are right now, but just start telling you of the dynamic of that possibility of the future is going to change it. And so that's exactly in a way what happens here with you too, Jeff.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Well, I just my brain hopped over to, can that be true for a year of authenticity that's going to be challenging? The fact that you're telling us about it. Or are we
You
talking
just never know, do you? It's all how much you believe in it. It's all a belief system. And what do we say? All belief systems are ultimately false. So you might as well create the most flexible one for yourself as possible. That means you have permission to do anything as long as you do not hurt yourself or hurt others.
Right.
That's the basic, the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And so, if you just maintain that, that's the only rule there is, dear ones.